precious stone? This was to you?
Subtle, right? My mother was against me and Kurt being together from the start. To be fair, I would go off to who knows where with him and sometimes not come back till the morning. Now I understand how worried she must have been. As a mother.
You were a bad kid? Do you ever thank your lucky stars I'm not a bad kid?
I don't know. You and Francine can stay up pretty late.
Playing The Sims and eating pizza rolls.
Yeah, you kids are wild these days.
Oh, it's everything I'd imagined. It's got an ugly lamp, an acoustic guitar, a concerning scent.
I mean, what do you expect? It's been under this carport for 30 years. That's why I'm not coming inside.
Okay, I'll just look around and get out.
You're just looking for this.
Right.
Don't get too
All right. But look at all this. Wow. Mom was even into theater back then. Huh. Wow. Brutal, Lori. Brutal. But kind of fair. Ah, alas. Not so groovy anymore.
Find anything?
I didn't see a screwdriver in there. Maybe I didn't look hard enough.
Yeah, I'm sure I had one in there somewhere. Maybe in the glove box? You might want to check again.
Holy shit.
Find anything?
Well, I found, this. You guys didn't just drift apart at the end of the summer, did you?
No. I came to work at the diner one night, and they said someone had left a note for me. And it was this stupid thing.
That sucks, Mom.
I just felt like such an idiot. I'd put all my energy into planning how we'd be able to stay together, planning how our life was going to be, planning how he'd be the answer for how I was going to be okay. And then one day, I don't know if I've ever cried as much as I did for the week after I got.
He seems like maybe he just wanted something different than you.
Well, he could have told me that. Instead, he just played along, told me what I wanted to hear. Until one day it was just goodbye. Not even face to face, just this selfish little note. And he was gone. There was a lesson I should have learned that summer. You can't rely on other people.
What?
If you put your trust in other people, if you expect them to be there for you, one day they won't be.
So what? You shouldn't have friends or relationships?
Well, no, I just mean you can care about other people, but you have to be ready for them to go away. And be okay on your own when they do.
Are you... You're making it sound like... Are you saying Dad left you? I thought you said you both agreed to get divorced.
Well, either way, he's not here, is he?
Mom, what happened? With you and Dad splitting up? He always makes it sound like you wanted him to leave, but...
He does?
I mean,
If he's telling you I wanted this, See? This is why you need to be okay on your own. If you're fine on your own, when they leave, you don't have to feel this way. Remember that.
Well... I've got this...
Good. That's...
Ah, door, we meet again. But this time, I'm ready for you.
Hey, good work.
Thanks, Mom. Would you have loved living on a boat?
I don't think so. I wonder what age he thought I was. He couldn't have thought a teenage girl would want to... Wait. I hadn't even thought of that. My mother was just gonna take me and August, and we were all gonna run off to Canada? I mean, of course she wasn't just gonna leave us behind, but...
Sounds like Grandma had some big plans worked up.
Well, look, he said she started having cold feet. And she must have written him back and said
You think she realized that maybe her kids wouldn't have been so happy moving onto a boat with some random man? Can I start calling him Canada Man?
You can call him whatever you want. This is so strange.
Love makes you do crazy.
Love or...
Both?
Oh, my mom loved this desk.
Jeez, how many desks did...
I mean, she was a writer.
Well, ugh, this gives me an idea. The little key? What's that?
What? I'm sorry. What?
What does he mean? When he says those are his kids?
I...
Was Grandpa Leo not your real dad? Could that have been why he was trying to run away with you and August and Grandma Helen?
I can't even imagine.
Look, Mom. Look. This one. This note. It has a return address. Pierre Lautrec. Box 9, Hop2 Lake, Carndale, Ontario. We should go check it out.
What? No.
No?
Tess, we already drove however many hours up here and dug around getting dirty and all this stuff. I'm not driving us to Canada based on some return address from over 30 years ago. We have the rest of the house to pack up, and I still need to call the electric company to schedule our end of the service, which I probably should have done sooner, and...
Mom, stop. This is your father we're talking about here. It's about who you really are. It's about who I really am. Was my grandfather really my grandfather? Who was this guy? Who are we? These are big questions, Mom, and you're just gonna turn around and drive home?
Okay, listen.
Yes.
Hey, I'm not doing this because of your sterling rhetorical skills. You didn't win this one. I just happen to agree with you. I do want to know who my mother might have been mixed up with, and why she never told me about it, and who my real father is. And if we go check out this address, we might find nothing. But we might find something. So if one more day of driving is all it takes to find out one way or the other...
Then why not, right?
Right.
Glad I could convince you.
No, you just happen to be right.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hotel night. We're getting room. Thank you, Mom.
But we didn't find that hidden fortune you were so excited about.
Yeah. Maybe it's on the other side of the border.
Maybe. Come on, let's get out.
You ready to unearth this mystery?
You are really getting into the crawling through old crawls.
It's for the sake of the adventure, Mom.
Don't let me stop. So this is where August buried her feelings.
Mom! Come on, it's sad. What?
I don't know. Maybe we should keep it. Maybe August would want it.
I don't know, Mom. I think we should leave it.
Really?
August buried Nightshade here. Let's respect it.
Okay. Rest well, Night.
You used to roller skate?
Mm-hmm. At the drive-in on Main Street.
At the... Wait, why would you be roller skating at... Mom, were you a roller skating waitress? At a drive-in restaurant?
When we were here for the summer, yeah.
Like in the movies?
Yeah. It seems silly now. I mean,
From what?
well, it was the first time we'd come back for the summer since...
Oh, yeah.
I think... I don't know, I was probably kind of depressed. It was good to be up.
And bringing people burgers? On roller skates?
Oh yeah,
Tell me there's a photo of this somewhere. Well, I've got a new objective. Yes! It's here! It's really here! Photographic evidence of your roller skating waitress phase. I love it. You are cute!
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, please, Mom, stop. You were cute then, and you're, hot mom now.
What?
According to the boys at school, you are my hot mom. You didn't know about this?
What? No! I am not.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. It's great having all the boys at school talking about how hot your mom is. It's great. Regardless, this photo of you is real neat, and I think we should keep it.
Sure. Why not?
All right, time to order that room service.
This is not the kind of place that has room service. I'm sorry.
What?
Hotels do room service. This is a motel.
Just like the summer place was a mobile home and not a trailer.
Right. But the other way around. But there's a restaurant and lounge right next door, though. I'm gonna head down there and get us dinner, okay? And I'm going to have a cocktail while I wait. It's been a long day. I'll be back with something to eat soon.
Well, all right. That's almost like room service.
What do you want to eat?
Oh, burger?
Burger it is. Do your homework.
Oh yeah, definitely stealing these. Oh, how lovely. Dirt-flavored water. No thanks.
Hey, it's burger time. How's that homework coming along?
Fine. How was the restaurant?
Ugh, overpriced. But I guess that's the price you pay for convenience. Here's your burger.
Thanks.
Enjoy. I'm gonna call August.
Tell her I said hi.
August? Guess where I am? At a motel in Powhatan. Tess and I took a little road trip. She says hi. We paid a visit to the old summer house. You remember the summer house? Mobile home. Yes, it's still there. Anyway, we came away with some questions about Mom and Dad. Do you think, could Dad have... Yeah, she's here. Hold on. She wants to talk to you. I'm going out for a smoke. Back in a few.
Hello, Teresa.
Hi, Aunt August.
This is all... It's pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, that's one word for it.
How do you feel about it?
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Me neither. It's so surreal.
I can't imagine Grandma having an affair, but I also don't think she would have if it wasn't the right thing to do.
Yeah, it seems pretty out of character, but she was an interesting person. My dad... I was still pretty young when our dad died. For your mom, I think this is all a lot harder on your mom than on me. I never really knew him.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. I've spent enough on therapy to almost be over it. Did you guys find anything out there? I haven't been since we were kids.
We found your old friend, Nightshade.
Oh, Nightshade. I'd forgotten about him.
Kind of a spooky name.
Yeah, I was a spooky kid.
That must have been hard.
Yeah. What about the house? Yeah.
I guess part of me hoped we could just move out there.
Move out there? Oh my gosh, you're breaking my heart. You'd rather live in the middle of nowhere than in Chicago?
What?
With me, in the townhouse. Didn't your mom say?
No. What about Mom? Can she stay with you?
Of course. Both.
What do you mean?
She... Look, you should talk to her about it. It isn't my place.
Why didn't...
Oh, hold on. Work.
Love you too.
And Jocelyn is looking at him, and it's so obvious that she forgot her line, and of course she did, because she only got off book a few days before, and he's just staring at her.
Uh-huh.
And Todd needs her to say it, otherwise the whole scene makes no sense, and it's dead quiet. It's opening night. And so then she just says, "Who are you? The Pirate of Penzance?" Tess,
What?
are you even listening to what I'm saying?
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm listening.
If you want to just drive quietly for a while, that's fine. I can do that.
Wait, where's my cell phone? Did I put it in the glove box? Oh no.
What?
My cell phone. I left my cell phone at the hotel. Yes, I looked everywhere. It's not in the glove. We have to go back and get it.
Tess, we have been driving for over an hour already.
You don't understand. Francine is going to be worried about me. We text or call or see each other every day. She's going to wonder what happened to me.
Didn't you text her before we left this morning?
Yeah, but
And your cell phone wouldn't work in Canada anyway. I'm sure Francine will be fine till we can pick up your phone from the motel on the way home.
Mom, we have to turn around. We haven't been driving for an hour.
Yes, we have. We left 1 hour and 18 minutes ago.
Well, we can drive faster on the way back.
I am not breaking the speed limit and getting pulled over and getting a ticket because you can't wait till tonight to get
I wouldn't have left my phone there if it wasn't for you. You were lying to me, and I was so distracted. And now you won't even go back. And
Hold on. I was lying to you? When was I lying to you?
you never told me about the pills you're taking.
What pills? Did you go through my suitcase?
Yeah, that's where I found them. Flu, oxy, something. What are those?
What business is that of yours? You went through my stuff? Yes, it's Prozac, Tess. But since you apparently need to know, with everything going on, I need a little help, and I'm not ashamed of it. But I am very disappointed at you for violating my privacy. So that's what this is about? My prescription medication?
No. You didn't tell me we could stay with August. Why would you just lie to me and say August was unwilling to help us?
I didn't lie. She doesn't want to help. Helping would be buying the house, and when I asked, she said no.
But she offered to let us stay with her.
And I said no. There's a million reasons why that's a bad idea.
At least we'd be sleeping in a bed and not a car.
We aren't gonna sleep in the car. I'll figure something out.
Aren't you concerned? We have no plan. You have no plan.
I have a plan. Money might be tight, but it's not like I don't have a job.
Why don't you like August?
Excuse me? Where did you get that idea?
You always act like she's a pain when she's just trying to help. It's like you're jealous of her.
First of all, I am not jealous of her. It's a lot easier to make money when you live by yourself, especially if you're so far away. Your own family is an afterthought. I had to do all the work for Grandma. August just stayed in Chicago.
You're making her sound so selfish. She's not like that.
You've never lived with her, Tess. It's not gonna be like your little vacation. August thinks she knows what's best for everyone. I can't be around someone like that every day.
Wow, I can't imagine what that feels like. Do you think you're the only person with problems and the rest of us are just running around doing whatever? You're exhausting. No wonder Dad left.
Don't bring your dad into this.
Why not? Why can't we talk about Dad? Actually talk about Dad for once? The divorce,
I don't want to have this discussion right now.
Fine. You don't want to have this discussion? I'll just find out when I go to Nevada.
What?
When I see Dad when I go next month.
You're not going to Nevada next month.
Yes, I am. I already have the tickets.
What do you mean? With what money?
From my business, I'm going...
From your business. I can't believe you. That you would go behind my back?
If you just told me what was happening, I wouldn't have to. I wouldn't have to ask Dad to tell me the truth.
The truth? Please. Oh, so that's what this is all about, huh? You want to know what's the truth? Fine. Here's the truth. The divorce wasn't mutual. I divorced him.
You...
Your father announced he was going to Reno to become a full-time gambler and expected me to say, "Oh, sure, honey, feel free to abandon me and my daughter and dying mother to try out your next get-rich-quick scheme." What? What kind of person would think a marriage could work with that kind of distance? So then I have to be the bad guy, just like always. He gets to run away and be the fun parent, and I have to be the mean mom and do all the work. So I divorced him. I'm sure he's just as proud of his new job as I am, and that's why you're hearing about it now. So sure, go to Nevada, ask him all about it. I'm sure he'll tell you the truth.
Mom?
It's a dead end.
It's not a dead end. We just have to get out and walk.
Where, Tess?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I think it's through here. Thanks for the...
Look, I know you're upset. We both are.
Agreed. Lautrec! That's the name of the mystery man. Think he's got mail? Guess we'll never know. It's locked anyway.
Maybe that's for the best. Tampering with other people's mail.
Pierre! Pierre was here.
Looks like we're on the right track.
Oui.
Is that dried blood? Ew. Why on earth did I just touch that? Yikes. Somebody has anger issues. Couldn't just set down the knife gently, could ya? How are we supposed to get on board?
Maybe there's something around here we can use. This is so stupid. We're trespassing. We need...
But
What if you fall off and break your neck, Tess? Or who knows what's even in that boat? Or if the floorboards are all rotted, or...
But we're already here. And the trailer home...
Mobile home.
The mobile home was fine. I just think...
Okay, fine.
No.
Don't tell me what I can't do, Tess. No matter how grown up you think you might be,
You're right.
All right. We'll do it together.
No, I should...
No, wait!
I could say the same to you. I should go first. I'm not gonna let my poor, aged...
Let's flip a coin. Call it.
Heads. I won!
Just... and stay away from...
Quite the party boat Pierre had going on here.
No kidding.
I kind of want to clean up the...
Ugh, why?
Well, they're all in the bucket except these two. They've been separated from their friends for so many years. Now they will be... Wow, this is from when Grandma was really young.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this one.
You look a lot like her.
Really? I always thought I looked more like my father.
Maybe you were just imagining things?
What? Oh, you mean because he might not have been my father?
You have her smile. A letter from Grandma.
Can you imagine if my mother had actually moved us up here to stay?
I'd be Canadian.
You wouldn't even exist.
Whoa. What?
Well, who knows if I would have had a daughter if my whole life had changed back then. I certainly wouldn't have met your father.
Wow. So, this is like looking into an alternate reality. I'd like to live in another reality.
Like what?
One where you and Dad were still together? I mean,
It's not. There's no way to that reality.
Wow. Cool.
Tess, don't touch that!
Why not? It's just as grimy as anything else in this boat. Plus, I want to find out what the winter campus fashions were in 1968.
You don't know where that's been.
It's literally been right here for 30 years.
I mean before that. Like... And I think it was fringed jackets.
The winter campus fashion?
And patterned tights.
It's locked.
I seriously doubt that, but regardless, we'll have...
Can I just kick it in?
I'd say you're free to try, but I don't want you hurt.
How sturdy can it be? Ow. Boy, really getting into the sea captain persona, aren't we? Did the boat ever even leave this dock? $3,000 for a houseboat?
Are you saying that's a lot or a little?
A little? Only $3,000 for a boat you can live on? It's a house and a boat. That's two whole things for just $3,000. Some people don't even have one thing.
It does seem like he probably got a pretty good deal.
Do you think the boat had something wrong with it?
Maybe Pierre just drove a hard bargain.
Cool. Nobody to spy on, though. Dodge this. This looks intense. What's the brushy thing for? Oh, it's for 4 players. Sorry, Pierre. You tell him, Grandma.
Yeah, not one to mince words.
All those years of writing advice columns paid off, I guess. Kinda nice that she was thinking about you guys, too. Not just uprooting your life.
Yeah, I can't
You'd have to learn French.
Sacre bleu.
Oh no, it's already happening. The burglary ring! Mom, Grandma's boyfriend here was a bank robber. Why else would he have this?
Maybe my mother sent it to
ഞാൻ
him
എടുത്തിട്ട് വന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്
For what?
to keep him abreast of current events.
Oh, come on, Mom. Grandma had a thing going with a bank robber. How cool is that?
Well, okay, they didn't rob any banks. It was the jewelry counters at department stores and things like that.
Department store robber doesn't quite have the same ring to it.
And it wasn't robbery, it was burglary.
What's the difference?
A robbery is when you take something from someone under duress. A burglary, you take it when they're unaware. I think.
You think?
Listen, it's been a while since I've brushed up on my criminology.
And why are they so sure it was men?
What?
It says the men broke into the store, but there were no witnesses. So how do they know it was men?
You're thinking lady robbers.
Like Catwoman. Do you think Grandma could have...
Are you seriously asking if I think my mother...
Why not?
She had 2 kids at home. I just don't see...
Seems like there was a lot about Grandma you weren't seeing.
Excuse me?
Am I wrong?
Maybe not.
Boy, he really burned through it.
I can't imagine just spending $40,000 on nothing.
Well, some of it was on this boat.
Yeah, seems like he really loved it.
Can you imagine Grandma living here?
Can you imagine August living?
Maybe then she would have been a famous painter, because she would have, like, had to paint a bunch of stuff to make it less ugly.
For sure.
And you and Grandma would have had to fish every day.
This is a very tempting scene you're painting.
I'm imagining something like Little House on the Prairie, but on a
Little houseboat on the river?
rolls off the tongue.
Wow, that is a lot.
$45?
A lot for back then, I mean. Whiskey was more expensive then, too. Plus, judging from the state of this place, this was probably a reoccurring.
Jeez.
I don't think he was handling my mother's change of heart too well.
With this amount of booze, it doesn't look like he was handling anything too well.
Listen, let's just get back to it. It's cold.
Aha!
அதான் சாத்தியம். நீயும் அதை சாத்திட்டு போங்க.
So I guess that's it. Grandma had enough time on her own. Without Grandpa, without Pierre. She realized she liked things better that way.
Can you blame her?
I don't know. I would have gone for it. I mean, talk about romantic. A whole new life with somebody who'd go to all these lengths for you. A fresh start. A whole bunch of money. What's not to like?
Having to leave behind everybody you know? Your parents and family and make your kids live in hiding? She would have been on the run with a criminal. Is a little romance worth all that?
Grandma didn't think so. But I'm not so sure. 40 grand.
We've definitely...
This must have been from when he... Imagine spending $6 on a steak lunch.
Or $7 for a tank of gas.
Did people just... Attention, every... Oh, man, what? This doesn't work. Should have seen that coming.
Looks like a mailbox.
Oh, I was hoping that would turn up.
I swear, you could be so nosy sometimes.
Looks like Pierre tried to mail this, but he messed up the postage or something. Let's crack this bad boy open.
Wait, opening of...
Oh, come on, Mom, live a little. We've already come so far. We can't just stop now, when we're so close to the truth.
I suppose you have a...
Let's see what we've got.
So Pierre was my dad?
He wrote this whole confession, but it never made it. It's been here ever since.
I can't believe it.
Well, it says right there.
No, I mean rhetorically, Tess. Jeez.
Right.
I'm... So my mother wasn't having an affair at all. Or whatever this would have been.
Not except with Grandpa's secret identity.
So my father hadn't died. When we thought he'd had a heart attack. He was just... here. On this dock. We never got to know him. He was just a car ride away. August and I suffered over something that never even happened.
It kind of did happen, though, didn't it? As far as you knew, it did. You lived with that your whole life, so, to you, it did.
I can't believe I can't believe he just abandoned us. All this time, he was here. He gave up his family, his children.
For an old boat and some booze.
I wish I could have talked to him. Just one more time. And my mother living a lie. For the rest of her life, I can't even imagine. I just wish I could have talked to her about it. While she was alive, I just...
Wish you could have been there for her?
Yeah. I can't believe she would do that to us, lie to us, her whole life. Why didn't she say anything?
Maybe she...
Yeah, August was so little. I just wish we would have talked.
So, he spent all his money, tried to send this confession, and disappeared, and do you think he could...
I honestly don't care.
You don't want to keep going?
No, I think...
Yeah. I'm sorry, Mom.
He pretended to die.
I didn't leave you.
Well, maybe not yet. But your dad...
I thought you said you were the one who kicked Dad out.
I mean... Listen. I'll give you the full story.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing this.
Of course.
And for pushing me.
Just doing my job.
I know I haven't been the best mom lately.
Oh, Mom. Stop. I love you, Mom.
I love you too, honey.
Hey, Mom. I was thinking about something. I wonder what Grandma would say about all this.
Good question. What do you think?
I don't think she'd be too happy. Now, girls, I hid those private things away so people wouldn't find them. I don't know why you couldn't leave well enough alone. Well, if you didn't want people to find it, maybe you should have gotten rid of it. Well, okay. Maybe I did want you to find it. A little bit.
So you asked about what happened with me and Dad.
Uh-huh.
Well, your dad, you know, was always looking for the next thing. Always had a new idea to try that was gonna fix all his problems, our problems. And for a while, it was the video store. And then that sales thing, and then he decided that he was gonna be a professional poker player.
Is that what you meant by full-time gambler?
Yeah. I mean, not really a gambler. He's not playing with his own money. It's all tournaments and stuff. They're playing as a sport.
That's kind of cool.
It's certainly, interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's following his dreams. He might not make it, but he is going for it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I never really thought about it in that kind of light.
I mean, I wish he could have been here, but he had a dream, and he had to follow it. I get it.
Right, my little web entrepreneur.
It's like Matt Damon in Rounders.
It's not really like Rounders. I mean, he wins a lot in Rounders, and he's a lot more handsome.
He must really like poker.
He likes it. But I wouldn't say that's the real reason he left. The split came at a really hard time. The theater was doing worse, and I was spending all my time there. Then your grandmother started really declining and needed more and more help. I think when I decided we needed to move in with her to care for her, well, being a full-time caretaker for his mother-in-law was not something your father ever signed up for. So he left for Nevada. He wanted to stay married. Said we could make it work. But by that time...
It was already over.
Yeah, exactly. I realized that this was a pattern that would never really end. Do you blame me for ending it?
I just wish he was here. I miss having him around.
Yeah. It's hard to have a dad who just leaves.
At least I can still text him. For you...
I mean, we thought he died, which was still awful, but I guess it was way better than knowing he was there all along, just a day away.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Thanks, Tess. I'm glad that, well, your father has faults, but I don't think he'd ever fake his own death and never talk to you again. I mean, if there wasn't anything good about him, I wouldn't have married him in the first place.
I'm sorry for buying the tickets.
Oh.
I should have talked to you first. I guess I thought, I don't know, that Dad, explained everything to me in a way that made sense, and that he was living some great life out there.
No, you shouldn't apologize. I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier. I guess I was embarrassed. That I would have married such a ding-dong. Professional gambler. I didn't want to have to say it out loud. But I guess you can't keep running away from your problems forever.
Now I have these tickets and I don't know what to do.
I think you should go.
To Reno?
Yeah. I think it would be good for you to hear his side of the story. We may not always get along, but he's not a bad guy. And you guys have a good relationship. You should spend some time with him. I think it'd be good for both of you.
Are you sure, Mom?
Yeah, I'm sure. But it's not over Thanksgiving, right?
Oh God, no. And Miss August mac and cheese. I'm proud of you, Mom. What do you mean, for what? You're kicked. How many moms would stop packing up their house to drive their daughter all over Michigan to search for a family or run their own business, run a community?
Thanks, honey. And speaking of businesses, that's pretty impressive that you made enough money to buy a plane ticket.
Yeah, it's exciting that people are willing to pay me to design.
Well, I've seen what you can do. And you... I'm serious! When I saw your web stuff, I mean, I don't know...
But maybe it skipped over my...
Well, I guess I always imagined that you'd go to Ford, like Grandma and me. It's silly, but God knows I didn't do everything my...
Like seeing Kurt?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's hard to let go. To see you as an adult, to not.
Mom,
You were so cute,
stop.
and you had the biggest head. Everyone said it. Everyone said, that's the baby with the biggest head.
Bowling ball head. The bowl.
Yep. And it was all your dad. On my side, we all have perfect, tiny little.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Moving in with her?
yeah. I guess.
Yeah. That's putting.
Would you want to move in with?
I'm not sure. What about the Andromeda? It means starting over.
Yeah. But it could be nice to get a fresh. We've been through a lot of big changes this year. And whatever we decide,
Yeah.
we should call August and tell her about all.
Oh, hey, August. Guess what? Our dad really is our dad.
You can sleep easy.
Whatever we end up doing.
Yeah.